Bradley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports.
I got it broadcast if anybody want to look at it.
Two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's Dalton's Bengals going up against Breeze's Saints.
From a city that's
watch
played
go
host to
kick
10
my ass.
Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with Andy Dalton and the Cincinnati Bengals. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Breeze now on first down. And incomplete to open things up. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And that'll bring up second down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. He finds Coleman.
Nice one.
That one goes for 24 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They go play action here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Now Breeze throwing on second down. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. It's brought in here.
Nice one.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. 23 yards on the play. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Good opening quarter for him. Remember, he had the sack earlier. Now a tackle for loss, another tackle for loss.
He's really making it tough on the play calling, though, isn't he? Because it's one thing to try and adjust when a guy is disrupting your running game. But when he's messing up your passing game as well, they have to devote at least a second guy to him to try and keep him away from their plays.
A very solid gain of 27.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really...
And he's got it. Coleman. Touchdown, Saints. Brandon Coleman, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone.
Yeah.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
And he's going to be out of bounds at the 39. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Andy Dalton. That's complete to John Ross. There he goes right side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. 61 yards. And the Bengals draw even, and of course they can take the lead if they hit the extra point. And this one through the uprights and good.
Yeah.
Bullock out now to kick this one away. To return it, Alvin Kamara.
Ooh, you almost broke that one.
But as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. So New Orleans will take over here in just a second. Earlier, you talked about Drew Brees last week not having his big numbers at the run game carried him, and Alvin Kamara had a great game, and in particular, he had an incredible spin move, hurdle play. He's just a talented guy.
To put it mildly, makes you wonder what was going on back in his college career that he didn't hit the field full time. Because when you see him play and the diversity and how he's used by New Orleans, they figured it out. Yes, he can run the ball between the tackles. He can get to the perimeter, catch the ball out of the backfield. In fact, he's leading the NFL in yards per carry at 7.1, a yard and a half better than Cam Newton in second place. This kid is having a heck of a year. When you start talking about Rookie of the Year, start thinking Alvin Kamara.
On first down, Brees.
Watch out.
Coleman has it here right side. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Hold on 1 second. All right, I'm back. My bad. I'm back, Golf.
Watching the fights.
More on that one and another first down. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And he'll take it
Nice
in the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Willie Snead from 8 yards out. And the Saints are able to cash in for 6. Coming into the year, Breeze, 465 touchdown passes, add another one to the total.
You know, it's funny, I just talked with his college head coach, and he told me that when Drew was a sophomore at Purdue, they weren't sure he was truly the starter, even though he started the opening game, and he made a play early in that one, where the coach got on the headset and told the rest of the staff, well, fellas, we found our quarterback. Now we got to make sure we find the rest of our team.
Breeze hasn't looked back since.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Dalton with a give here to Mixon. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. For Joe Mixon, you know, Charles, he had a good game last week against the Browns. He hit the 100-yard mark for the first time in his career.
Yeah, had a late 11-yard touchdown run in the 4th quarter. Only the 2nd time this season that the Bengals were able to rush for more than 100 yards. Joe Mixon, the rookie out of Oklahoma, leading the way.
And he's got the hook up to Brandon LaFell. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Brandon LaFell, 59 yards. And the Bengals draw even, and of course they can take the lead if they hit the extra point. Here's Bullock now for the extra point.
That's all.
And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled.
How you ready for that fair catch?
Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. second down, Kamara. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level and quick. Make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
From the gun on third down, Breeze. And Genn's got it.
Nice. Get over here.
And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play for the Saints on third down. 48 yards. Throwing on first down is Breeze. And cuts free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Back to the air on second down. It's Breeze. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Breeze on the hook up to Thomas for the New Orleans first. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. Taking it in from the 20. And the Saints have taken the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They'll start here with a give to Mixon. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
He was cold. He used to race against horses and shit.
Second down, Dalton. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
First and 10 for Dalton. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. It's second down. Dalton looking. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Ross. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Dalton throwing on second down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Third down, a shot here for Dalton. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. And the Saints signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. So they are going for it. Now Dalton. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Saints coming out now to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're fighting to get to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not get back there. It's a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points. I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no? You just throw that out the window?
Sure.
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack.
Yeah,
we'll see how
though.
they attack them here. Again, it's Mixon. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So still a full 10 yards to go here for the offense on 3rd down. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ken Crawley. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. The final shot before half for Breeze. Going up top. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the Alabama man, Drake Kirkpatrick. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Here's Dalton. And a right side completion here by LaFell. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A Bengal first down. Dalton hitting LaFell.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball?
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. Now they go screen. It's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And we got a second here. Let's look at the playoff picture in the NFC, Charles. What's interesting is you've got 3 teams from the NFC South that would be in right now if the season ended today, but they're not the top team.
No, they're not the top team because the top team is unquestionably, in my mind, the Philadelphia Eagles at 10-1. Doing it on both sides of the ball, special teams. I think they can play any style of game any team wants to present. But when you start jumbling up everyone else, this is going to be fun over the next few weeks because they're all going to essentially play each other. You mentioned the NFC South. All those teams have to do battle. This is going to be a lot of fun. In fact,
and no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Sheldon Rankins coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. A 4th down gamble with Dalton. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. Now the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Breeze to throw on 2nd down. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
The Saints on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 17. Shotgun now for Breeze. Caught on the left side by Ginn. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 19 yards that time for number 19. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. Brought in left side by Snead. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Again, it's Kamara, and he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll run it with Kamara. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
Thomas, the lone receiver, left. Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Breeze. Incomplete. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn. And it's 3rd and short.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So the pigskin will move from the 2 down to the 1.
And I have not met an offensive line yet that doesn't think they can get it in from the 1-yard line on a running play.
And this offense on 3rd down today, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in. It's Kamara. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, now he bowls him over. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Give them 17 at a Cincinnati 1st down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. On the toss, Mixon. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he's brought down. Dalton to Green for a Cincinnati first. And the fans probably thinking, wow, that's the first time Dalton and Green have connected here, and it's late. Where have they been?
And because they haven't been there.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Manti Te'o. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. It's complete. Flater, right side. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
What may seem a little unorthodox to some people, got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. 3 yards to go here on 2nd down. Shift together here from the D-line. They run it again with Kamara. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
Second down now after the incompletion. They fake the give. Here's Breeze. The catch made over the middle by Ginn. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Into the red zone, it's Breeze. His throw caught at about the 5. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
On 2nd down, here's Breeze. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ted Ginn from 6 yards away. And the Saints add on to their lead. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And that one makes this a 19-point game. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Dalton. And he rifles one incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. To throw on 3rd down. Dalton. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. A give. This is Kamara. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Running with Kamara. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Now Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great play there. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. And that will bump the lead up to 26. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. 1st down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. And he finds LaFell complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. Dalton, 1st and 10. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Dalton operating in the red zone now. And he's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. It's do or die for Dalton. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
Good game, good game. Yeah, my headset was on the charger, that's why I couldn't talk to you.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin.
Do some
and this has
different
been
things,
a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Saints are winners here as we say so long from New Orleans.
Yeah, that was a good game, though. Good game, good game. I'm about to get on some of this need for speed now. I'll be on there in a minute. Let me go ahead and heat me up some spaghetti real quick. If y'all doing some races, send me an invite so I can get busy one time. Alright.